I don't know if there's many plays that I watched this year where he was either one, beat, two, allowing a catch, or rarest of the rare, allowing a touchdown even. Jermod McCoy is the best corner in this draft. Here's how. Starting it off, we're going to look at a play where he kind of got beat, right? But his elite athleticism carried him on this play in terms of makeup speed and everything. We're going to see it here. Here we go. Now right here, look at him. Like, this dude is beat. He's got the separation. The receiver did a great job of breaking down on his route to come back to the ball. You look like it's over, right? It looks like, you know, he's this far away from the carrier and it's just over, right? Well, watch the makeup speed here. He comes back and gets the pass breakup. I mean, look at where he was in relevance to where the receiver was. He breaks down. And that's about, what, 6 yards of separation here, you want to say? And Jermod McCoy was able to make up that space with his elite athleticism, which is the first trait I really love about this guy. And he gets back into the passing lane to get the breakup. I mean, incredible makeup speed there. You're going to watch him stay in the hip pocket of receivers. That's something I love. Look at him. He's watching the hips of the receivers. As a DB, you're always taught hips don't lie. If your receiver's hips are wide, you know, or wherever their hips are in terms of what the receiver's doing, they will never lie to you on where they're going to go. He's watching them. He's real close up in the face of him. Look at him. The second the receiver breaks down, you see his pad levels here kind of getting lower. He's breaking down. Same pad level. He is mirroring what the receiver is doing. Mirroring is a tactic where DBs will copy the exact movements and demeanor that the receiver is doing to stay up on their route. So he is mirroring what this receiver is doing. He lowered his pads. Okay, so he's going to lower his pads. He's watching his hips. He has elite athleticism. We already know that. He is able to keep up with these guys. And like I said, mirroring once again, gets his backhand on the back, feels him. They're both looking at the quarterback over here. He's mirroring, and then the athleticism, he eliminates him from the play altogether. You know, when you're able to eliminate a receiver out of the play like that and get rid of somebody off the field, you know, it's something like that is very useful to your team, and it's what teams look for. He's a great press corner, and his athleticism just takes that to another level. Eyes on the receiver. He's just kind of watching, and he just kind of follows this guy all the way up the field. His feel for routes is so good. Now, once again, I mean, maybe this is a bit of a not as impressive play, but it's the little things you want to see in your corner. He's backpedaling, and then he just kind of goes with the receiver on his route. He doesn't allow the receiver to get inside of him. He is staying on the inside shoulder of this receiver because he knows he has over here. He's not letting him beat him to this spot, and that's exactly what he did. I mean, that's perfect zone coverage right there, and you could not play that any better. He just doesn't allow anything. This dude is so sticky in coverage that you feel suffocated when you're a receiver because you feel like you have nowhere to go with him because he's so athletic and can mirror so well, like we just talked about. The things that come together cumulatively that makes him my favorite prospect, period, in this draft. Not even for corners, just I feel like overall. Again, look at him. Gets in the face of the receiver. He's sticky with him. He's mirroring. Gets up in the face of him. Receiver cuts. He's obviously action's always quicker than reaction, obviously, so he's going to be a little delayed on these, but look at how fast he is to being the same pad height as the receiver every time. Every time. It's amazing. And he comes back, and he's right there with the receiver, gets in the way of the quarterback, and he can't throw it to his guy because he's clamped. He has good press technique. You see him get his hands on there. He's punching the receiver's inside shoulder to push him outside the field. He doesn't want this receiver to run like a post or, run a dig or run like a skinny post, whatever the case is. He doesn't want to get beat inside. So he pushes him on his inside shoulder to force his routes to have to bend out here. So it takes longer to get to, whether the spot's right here or wherever the landmark is for that receiver to get to. He's going to make it an extra mile for him to get over there. And he plays it so incredibly well every time. And I mean, this was just a go ball, but still he forces him off of his line and it made him come towards the sideline, which is, your biggest friend as a corner. Your sideline is your biggest friend, and his ability to be aware of that and his ability to be able to use that is top tier. I mean, I watched quite a bit of corners films, and not many of them. I think Mansour Delane was maybe the other really good one that had really long arms and was super well with pushing receivers off their routes. But in terms of just pure, getting a guy off their spot and keeping up with them and everything all together, Jermod McCoy was the best guy I watched. For sure. For sure he was. And yeah, doesn't allow a completion there. Here we go. We got him right here playing up in his guy. He's going to mirror, shuffles, and then gets out with the receiver. And I mean, once again, like we just talked about, he started here and he's forcing his receiver outside the numbers, so his receiver can't run inside of him, forces him off his landmarks yet again. He's such a dog. Forces him out. And I mean, dude, the hand fighting down the field, he stays with him. The receiver turns back for the quarterback. He turns back for the quarterback. I mean, that's just an easy pass breakup right there. Here he's going to be playing off coverage, and this is what I really like about him is his instincts. We're going to watch it. We're just going to watch it before I break it down here. So he's got a pedal, watching the quarterback, and then breaks on this out-breaking route for the pass breakup. Elite stuff. I mean, the whole way he was just watching, and then he broke down once he seen the outbreaking route. Sees the outbreaking route, he's still sitting on his spot, and he drives and puts contact on the receiver to force the ball out. And yeah, easy incompletion. I don't know if there's many plays that I watched this year where he was either one, beat, two, allowing a catch, or rarest of the rare, allowing a touchdown even. So his grade is so high for me. He shot up my board once I watched this film. It was Caleb Downs for a while. I talked about it in in the mock draft video. I talked about that he is now my favorite prospect because of his athleticism and his potential overall. I know he didn't play because of injury and all that, but I think that he's still going to be a great corner. I don't think that should affect him, and I think he's the top guy in this draft. I genuinely do. Now here's another good one on Ryan Williams here. And he just won the jump ball. He just straight up just won that jump ball. Once again, he's up in his face. He's playing, and he just kind of keeps his hands on Ryan Williams the whole time. They're both watching the quarterback, and I mean, he just boxed out Ryan Williams for this ball. Just straight up boxed him out. Mirrors, sticks his hand on his inside shoulder, forces him outside, which is a fade route, so it didn't really matter here, but still, the physicality is what you like to see, and then just straight up wins a jump ball over him. And Ryan's bigger. Put him at punt returner, man. See what he can do. Here's another play that I really, really am a big fan of. So, just like we did here's another play right here. Here's a play where he just straight up sticks to the receiver. Now, he does fall, granted, but I want you to just see how he's right there with them the whole way. All the way back to the ball, breaks it up. I mean, he's not allowing anything, man. He is not allowing anything. Another thing that is super underrated with Jermod McCoy, I feel like, is his play recognition. We're going to see it here. Now, I don't know. He might be playing man. It looks like they are running man. You got a guy here, guy for the tight end there, and then the back. Essentially, they're running man. Okay, so you're gonna watch him drift back, and this is a read option. So Milroe ends up keeping it and goes outside, and you're gonna have a pull tackle, and it's outside QB option read essentially. He's gonna drift back, and then the second he sees it, he shoots that gap, blows up the run. Great play here. I really like the overall, the total package you're going to get with Jermod McCoy is super high, I feel like. Now, here is the little bit of a downside. This is maybe the only downside I see with Jermod McCoy is sometimes he will get too aggressive with his press, and the receiver will beat him out the line, off the spot, and he'll end up getting stacked, meaning that the receiver gets him just straight up behind him. And this is a good example of it right here. I mean, he still ends up making the play, right? But just watch how aggressive he is on his press, right? Gets beat off the line, and then there he goes. He gets stacked, meaning that this receiver now has him right behind him, essentially. And I mean, this is a win rep by the receiver. Okay, this is a poorly thrown ball. This is the only thing I would like to see Jermod maybe improve with his game, is not going all out for the press, because he tends to do that, and when he does, he can get beat, and when he does, it's bad, right? So in terms of overall aggressiveness, I don't think you should stop being aggressive, but maybe just, bump and then run, right? Or maybe press and then try to run back to your spot, whatever the case is. But he just straight up gets beat here. He really does. And if this is a better thrown ball, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown if that's a better thrown ball. So yes, he is still human, obviously, right? He's not superhuman. And there are flaws with this game. For sure, and I don't think I'm going to take that away from him, though, because he is so good with the stuff that he does that when he does tend to mess up, I don't necessarily think it's that big of a deal because of his makeup speed, which is weird to say, like to sit here and be like, yeah, I don't care if a corner gets beat because, you don't want your corners getting beat usually. But for him, it's like different because his speed is so elite. But yeah, gets beat off the spot. Just bad ball. That should have been a touchdown. Should have been an easy catch on Jermod there. But it is what it is. There's also downsides to his playing style. And I think you got to just take the good with the bad sometimes. I mean, this is a beautiful rep right here. This makes me want to cry. Look at how sticky he is with him. I mean, he's right there, pushing his inside shoulder. Right there, mirroring his movements. And then he goes to break down. He almost breaks down before the receiver breaks down, right? Like, that's incredible instincts to have when you're a guy that, you don't even know the route, but you can feel what they're going to run on you. And he breaks down with them. He eliminates them from the play. I mean, he's so sticky in coverage. It's insane. Here's another example where he gets too aggressive with his press and then gets beat. So this receiver is going to run a drag route. And Jermod just straight up does get beat here, but his makeup speed is what carries him on this play. I've been talking about it all video. So he's going to get beat, right? I mean, just straight up had him reaching backwards there. Receiver comes across on the drag. And if that's almost a better throw by the QB, I mean, is it more QB or is it more Jermod? I don't really know. But he does end up making the tackle. But like I said, the aggressiveness and press, is definitely maybe a little bit of concern in terms of, because if this is like Jamar Chase and he was running a go route, touchdown. So, I mean, just straight up golly, dude, he got thrown off of his spot hardcore. I mean, it almost looks like he's dabbing. That's how bad he got beat off the line there. Still makes the tackle, so it's like, no harm, no foul. It wasn't a touchdown, but these are the things you'd like to see him clean up. Right here's another good play. So he forces the receiver out to the sideline, uses that sideline to his advantage. And when you're a QB and you're expecting your guy to be on a certain spot in your routes to, hit him, and you got to worry about the sideline now also being a defender, and you got to put it on pinpoint accuracy, it makes it really hard on your quarterback, So he kind of uses the sideline, squeezes him to the sideline there, and I mean, he catches the ball like he was the damn receiver. He squeezed him up the sideline, and it makes the quarterback have to, really decide if he wants to test that or not, and really put that on a dime. Like, that has to be like the perfect throw because of the sideline and him getting pushed out there to the boundary. I mean, dude, I physically just can't keep up with what he's doing. So he is gonna, I mean, we see these all the time on these hitch routes with him. He's gonna run up, little hitch route, and Jermod is gonna be off the receiver at first, and you think it's open, and then you just, you see that it's not open. So he kind of gets not beat necessarily, but the receiver does win and get separation, comes back to the ball. I mean, really, that the receiver did everything, but it's just a great play by Jermod to have the awareness to not give up on a play and to keep coming back for the ball and to, fight through the receiver and gets the breakup because of it. That's all I got for you today, though, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this one, you're going to really like that video right there. Such a good video. Go check that out, and I hope you guys enjoyed.